Hi, my name is Kat Mills and I'm a Christian singer, songwriter, author and worship leader. I currently live in Worcester Park with my family and I'm a service and worship leader at Worcester Park Baptist Church. Music-wise, I have 3 albums already out of the Ashes, Voice of Truth, Work in Progress, which also comes with a book. And I have my brand new worship album called Church Arise, which is coming this September and will also come with a book. So you can get all of those on any online music store. The books you can get from Kindle, or you can go to my website shop at www.catmills.co.uk. I also have a Christmas EP coming out this Christmas, which is called Hope from Heaven. I grew up in Purley, which is South London, with my mum and my dad and sister, and had a very musical background. I play the piano, the cello, but the most important thing to me is singing, and I've always loved singing for as long as I can remember. I started songwriting properly about the age of 15 when I had a breakdown and depression. Music was my way of dealing with those challenges, and I just poured my heart into writing songs, and that was really the start of my journey. It was a lot later that I started to really get the music out and record it. All of that was a really important part of my journey and helped me to really write songs that deal with life's challenges and the hurts and emotions that we go through. I went to Canterbury Christ Church University and studied to be a primary school teacher, specialising in music. I love teaching, but for me, my real passion is music and writing and singing. So it means a lot to me that now I can really step into doing that. I do a little bit of private songwriting teaching and singing teaching, but my main thing is writing songs, recording songs and writing books. I recorded my first 2 albums, Out of the Ashes and Voice of Truth, at Crown Lane Studios, Morden, with the brilliant John Merriman and Bill Sherrington. I had the privilege of being able to record my 3rd album, Work in Progress, down at Chichester at the Old Chapel Studios with Paul Burton. Although I have many different roles in my life, if I was to sum up who I am in one word, that would be encourager. It is my mission in life to encourage others, whether through my music, my writing, art, or any other aspect of my life. I was always very passionate about writing and singing and worshipping God, but I found it really hard to communicate. I found life harder and harder and became more aware that I was very different and stuck out. It was only at the age of 30, which was 3 years ago, that I finally got diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and my life began to make a lot more sense. With the right help and support and medication, my life has been a lot happier and healthier. God has shown me that He didn't make me wrong, just different, and I have learned to embrace that in my music. One of my most standout tracks is called Not Made Wrong, and the chorus goes like this. Well, I'm not made wrong, I'm just made differently, yeah. And I have got a song inside my heart to sing. Would you help me learn how to embrace the gifts within me, to find the beauty in the mystery? For me, I'm really passionate about sharing my story. I really believe God has said He didn't make me wrong, and I want to share that with others. I have many musical influences in my life, including Nicole Nordeman, Matt Redman, Delirious, Avril Lavigne, Lily Allen, Sarah Bareilles, Colby Callett, a lot of musical theatre, jazz, pop. There's so many different things that make up my sound. After years of feeling really misunderstood and getting ill with chronic fatigue, I'd laid down my dreams of being able to record and using music. But God used a steward at Spring Harvest who just gave me a word of encouragement, who said, look, God is saying you need to use your voice to kind of breathe life back into the dream. And that's when I stepped into recording. So shortly after that, I stepped out in faith and journeyed towards my first album, Out of the Ashes. This allowed me to start going to churches, sharing my testimony, praying for people, encouraging people. God then provided the money for my next album, Voice of Truth, and this was a step up in production. And this has just been a continuous journey for me. I was then asked to write for Cross Rhythm's website, which I've done for a few years. I started to do more interviews, and it's been a really exciting progression. During this time, I got approached by Homegrown Worship to record some singles with them. This is where I met Aaron Bixie, who has produced this album, Church Arise, and I'm so excited to be able to share this album with you. This album for me is a real prophetic cry to the church to arise, to be the hands and feet of Jesus. But as an encourager, it is a journey. I go through 11 songs, and I have a book to accompany this that just encourages people to know God's love in their lives, to experience his healing power, his love, his grace, and then to be able to share that with others. So I'm really excited about this album. I had the amazing opportunity to co-write some of the songs. I had the pleasure of being able to write with Aaron Keys, Taylor Breen, Cameron Walker, and one of my best friends, Ruth Eggleston, on one of the tracks. And I'm really excited to say I have some amazing artists featured on the album, including Ellie Button, Rob Westall, and Susie Mills. If you want to be in touch with me, the best way is either through my website, www.capmills.co.uk, or on Facebook, Cap Mills Music. Those are my best ways to get hold of me. I do gigs, I do performances, so please do just get in touch, say hi. It's always great to hear if my music encourages you. I'm partway through writing a new mainstream album, which is really exciting. I have a YouTube channel called Cap Mills Music, so please do check it out. And I really hope that my music blesses and encourages you.